Hi everyone, today in this video I will explain to you how to install our product Godfa 80 Plus. So this all-in-one board is made to replace on system 80 and 80A three boards. So it's made to replace your power supply board, your CPU board, and is made to replace driver board all in one card. The big upside of Godfa 80 Plus is that in this board you have everything like in the original board. What we call FPGA, it's a technology that can reproduce any circuit physically inside of a chip. And so with this chip, we can run original ROMs from Gottlieb. So what to note? This part is the power supply part. So this replaces your power supplies. This part replaces the driver board part. And this part is the computing part. These four banks of deep switch reproduce exactly the four banks of deep switch you have on original board. They will come pre-configured, but if you want to have the same configuration that your pinball had in the past, you can change this one like your original board. If you want to mess with parameters, you can check in the original documentation of your pinball what to do. This is from 1 to 32. Okay, all these components are mounted inside of component mount, so you can remove them and change them easily. Because these components are used as fused, and so they are pretty cheap to replace, so you don't have to worry about it. On this part is written game select. The game select can be used to select any game from system 80, 80A and 80B. If you want the list, you just send us an email. We will send you the list of games so you can choose between games. Not when you change game select here, you need to change parameters here. In this option deep switch, you have few steps. The first one is for free play. When you press and hold the start button in front of the pinball, it will give you credit so you can play for free. This deep switch number 2, it's used to init at VRAM. So it resets every score, everything of your game. It's good to do it when you receive the board for the first boot. Thirds and fourths are for slam switch. So slam switch is a kind of lamels you have inside of the door and you have under the playfield. This can be annoying and they can be messing around. So the best thing is to disconnect them so you are never annoyed. Like if you close the door, you don't want your game to stop because of it. So for system 80 and 80A, this is the parameter you should use. Everything is written in the documentation, but this is parameter for 80, 80A and late 80B like hotshot. For 80B, you need to apply this parameter. And most of the time, if your game don't boot when you install the board, this is the parameter you need to switch. In system 80B, it will write slam switch open. So now I will show you how to install it. So as you can see, only our Gozof speech compatible audio board have been left in the pinball, but you are supposed in your pinball to have a driver board around here, which go here. You're supposed to have a CPU board around here. And you are supposed to have a power supply board, which is here. These three boards are the board we can replace with Godfa 80 Plus. So, when you will try to install the board, it's possible that cable like this can be annoying to move because they will be linked like this maybe because original board is here. It can be good to open this so you can learn to connect displays. So First step is to clear as much stuff as possible, like this cable and everything. You can put cable behind the board or on top of board. It will look better if it's behind the board, but it's sometimes a bit more annoying to do. So I will show you how to mount it the simple way. You can try to hide cable behind the board, but sometimes it's a bit annoying to connect them, or it's very bent, it's not optimal. I know it's not beautiful when cables are in front, but it's easy to mount and you don't need to stretch anything. So they are mounting on the mounting hole of driver board. So up. If you are missing one pin, for example here, you can find another pin somewhere else and put it back here. It will be optimal to have every pin so the board doesn't move. So first thing we want to connect, it's power supply cables. So power supply cable are A2G3, which go here, and A2G1 that you should find somewhere here, you see. So these are the only cable you can pin on the board. So you put them here. Okay. After, you want to connect displays. So displays A1, G2 and A1, G3. Okay. After, you want to connect, which is solenoid and audio cable, which are these ones. So A3G5 and A3G6. On some pinball, you will not have A3G6. But if you are missing another cable than A3G6, please check out on the bottom of the pinball. A3G2 go here, on the right. On the bottom part you have A3G3. Okay. A3G4. Okay. Top part A3G6. And A1G5. Okay. So when you start the game, the board will say she's active. If you have red dots next to SD error, this is problematic. Here you can see every voltage that the power supply is supplying and which is working. Game over can be a little red like this. This is not a problem. If you see solenoid who are red like this, same. It means that you have some kind of current leakage, and this is not a problem. It can be a bobbin, it can be anything. It's just an indicator. When you will really press, you will see the difference. It will be really way lighter. So I will start again. So when you start the game, so the board is running with original ROMs, so we have original behavior. Only things with change is, so by staying on press on the start button, you will get credit. So that's it. After everything is working the same, and if you want to go on a bookkeeping menu, it's the same as original. And so you have bookkeeping like normal. Test and everything. Everything is like original because you run original. The board doesn't have batteries, of course, because everything is stored digitally in the SD card. Nothing special to say. Like it's a fully like original pinball, but with fiability. So if you want to make your Gottlieb System 80, 80A or 80B reliable, no batteries, no ground issue, no problem that because the electronic is old, it will have problem. And we remove the connection between CPU board and driver board. This connection is not necessary anymore, so we reduce ground problem. This board is replacing everything. So if you want your pinballs to work every time you want to use it, I advise you to check out our website pinball.store. Thanks for watching and see you soon.